Alright, let's turn this light on. Let's also turn this on. And last but not least, hey Siri, play No Weapon by Fred Hammond. Father, uncover this water with the blood of Jesus. Cover this room with the blood of Jesus. The water, please. I don't play with demons. Normally when I do these review videos, the only light that's on are my studio lights, but after watching that movie, like, I have my bathroom light and my closet light. Can really show you. I mean, dead ass. Look, like, I have this light on, and I have this light on. I'm being serious. It's that serious. Hereditary is written and directed by Ari Aster, and it stars Toni Collette and Alex Wolff and a bunch of phenomenal actors. I'm not gonna give a synopsis because I really feel like anything I say could possibly be a spoiler. And if you have not seen any trailers or anything about this movie, I really want you to go blind. Even throughout the show, I'm not gonna put any trailer footage. I really want you to go in there without knowing anything. Like me, I only watched like a bit of the first trailer. I only watched like 10 seconds. I really think you should go in blind to this movie. I don't know where to start. Okay, let's start at the directing and writing from Ari Aster. This is apparently the directorial debut from Ari Aster, and to say I'm impressed is an understatement. I think this is one of the greatest directorial debuts of all time. And I mean, like, that's thrown around, but I really do mean it with this one. The way the story is told is so intelligent. It's never force-fed to you. You know what's going on with it without it telling you. Oh my goodness. Just the story we get is phenomenal, and this movie is a slow burn. And when I mean slow burn, I mean it's a slow burn, but it's not the slow burn that, say, You Were Never Really There or Tully that came out, those two movies that came out earlier this year. This is a slow burn that keeps you invested at all times. The pacing was great, and just the overall story, like the actual story, not even the storytelling, just the story we got, is phenomenal. And if you've noticed, I hate exposition with a big passion. What this movie does with exposition is clever. I feel like exposition is needed. I understand that. It's just how you go about it. The way they go about it in this movie, you know, it took me now to think about, like, oh, that was exposition, because it didn't feel like I was being spoken to. It felt genuine in the moment, you know? The way Ari's able to direct these characters and work with her, I think it's a girl, Ari Aster, I'm pretty sure. The way she works with her cinematographer, oh my god. You can tell Ari Aster is really confident in his ability to do horror, because he will just show you something. Maybe it may be in the background, but you'll see it. But it's there, you know. Normally, like, they're like, oh, it's something in there, and they go around the corner, it's no, he just shows you, because he has balls, and he just knows how to tell a frightening story without giving you this frightening image. It's, you are scared because of the predicament. And also, everything in this movie matters. There's not one single thing that doesn't matter. Every single thing, you gotta look at some of these frames specifically, because there are things that you see that come back around. I really think Ari right now is the front runner for best director this year. Now, for the acting, it's nothing less than what I've said for the directing and writing. Toni Collette, who, have I been sleeping under a rock? This was one of the greatest performances my eyes have ever witnessed. She has to show so many different sides of her throughout this movie, from being horrified to being scared to being vulnerable to, oh my god, like, so many layers to this character that she executes so perfectly. Without that performance, this movie falls apart completely. Millie Shapiro, the little girl in this movie, Charlie, what? Great. Alex Wolff, her brother Peter in the movie, is he's like a loner. He doesn't really do anything, but the way his character goes throughout this movie is so well acted. Now for the cinematography, this is one of the best shot movies ever, and it's great because I'm a sucker for long shots. I think it's dope when, you know, we can see something come from there and end up here, you know, and we see the whole time. I mean, we see the whole journey. This movie, what it does with its long shots is it keeps it within the character moments, as in when the dialogue is really just going back and forth, that's when you really see the long shots. And it's really dope because you really are able to just really sit in the environment and not have to go quick shot of this person's face, quick shot of this person's face. It's like you see what the whole grand scope of what all these characters are going through with that long shot. And that I'm pretty sure the cinematographer of this movie used a 35 or 24. A wide angle lens was used because a lot of these shots are wide and everything is really like you see everything with dope pan-ins and oh my god, the cinemat and the score, with how chilling and raw this movie is, had a lot to hold up to, and it held up phenomenally. I'm just gonna touch on as a horror movie and as a thriller. This movie has been deemed as the scariest movie since The Exorcist. I'm actually gonna agree with that. Maybe not from, you know, the actual images we see, because there's really only 1 or 2 jump scares throughout this whole movie. It's what the situation is and what the story really is that's terrifying, and it's creepy. Like the way this whole movie goes about, it's creepy. Like there's literally an image that happens towards the end of this movie that is ingrained in my mind and is going to affect me for the rest of my life. Like it was so daunting. Like I literally have chills right now. I'm not sleeping with the lights off today. And the last 20 minutes of this movie is just oh, please go see this movie. I'm being serious. Please go see. Yeah, there's no but. I'm pretty sure you guys can see where this is going. This is the horror thriller movie that really gets what horror and thriller is. Granted, what this movie is really about is it really gets under my skin the wrong way as a film, and just the way this thing is made it's a marvel. Directing, writing, acting, cinematography, score, everything you can want in a movie is in this movie, and it's done to a T. I am going to give Hereditary a 10. And I don't want to seem like I'm overhyping this movie. I really genuinely think this movie is a film. Not a movie, a film within horror thriller, just like I feel like Infinity War is a film within the superhero genre. Ironically, I want to do a double feature with this movie with Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary, but the showtimes kind of, you know, collided, so I couldn't watch it, and I was gonna watch Hereditary after. I am glad I didn't do that because apparently Won't You Be My Neighbor is kind of lighthearted, and this is, let's just say it's far from that. So I have a lot of reviews coming out this week. I see Sicario 2 on Thursday. I see Won't You See My Neighbor also on Thursday before it. I need to review Tully and You Are Never Really There because I saw these movies like 2 months ago and they really stuck with me. So I need to drop those. So you have those to look forward to. If you've seen this movie, let me know what you think about it. Please go see this movie. Actually, the main reason I saw this movie is I got a comment from one of you guys and it really stuck with me because the person said they take my review seriously and they like really wanted to see if they would see this movie based on my opinion. And I think this movie is a masterpiece. I will see you guys later. I'm gonna sleep with the lights on. Peace.